back with another college football 26 tutorial. Last tutorial, I showed you how to make quick adjustments to the entire secondary. This video, I'm going to show you how to make quick adjustments to the entire linebacking core. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. I'm going to jump straight back into cover 4 quarters, and we're going to pick that random play on offense. So first and foremost, I showed you on the last video, if you pull right trigger, it will show the play art. You pull left trigger, it shows you the various options with the left stick and the right stick. I'm not going to get into that. If you want to know more information about that, just check out the secondary tutorial. This was the first thing I discussed, so you won't have to go far in that video. So how to make quick adjustments with your entire linebacking core is simple. You press right on the D-pad and it will bring up your linebacker assignments. And as you can see, you have shift linebacker on the left-hand side and you have specific linebacker assignments on the right-hand side. So to shift linebacker, you're using the left stick, and you can spread your linebacker core by flicking the left stick up. You can pinch them together, bringing them closer by flicking the left stick down. You can send them to the left majority side of the defense by flicking the left stick left, or you can send them to the right by flicking the left stick right. Now let's get into the linebacker assignments. Say you pick the all-out blitz and you want your linebackers to drop back in coverage. In that event, you will flick the right stick up to send them all into a zone. If you're in a coverage like we are right now with cover 4 quarters and you want to blitz all your linebackers, you flick the right stick down. If you only want to specifically blitz your Sam linebacker, you flick the right stick left. If you want to blitz your Will linebacker, you flick the right stick right. So I'm going to go ahead and get into some demonstrations of some of these. So let's say I want to spread my linebacker core. I'm going to flick the left stick up. Now, there wasn't much for them to spread. As you can see, only one of them moved, and he moved just a little bit. So let's get back into that. So say we want to pinch them. We're going to flick the left stick down. So in this specific formation, it's only moving one of the linebackers. It's not moving all of them. But you get the concept of shifting the linebackers. So let's go ahead back into it, and let's say we want to blitz all linebackers. So we're going to flick the right stick down. Now you can see the 2 linebackers that are in on this play, they're blitzing. Let's say I don't want to blitz those guys. We're going to click over to the right on the D-pad again. And this time we're going to flick the right stick up to zone all of them. And as you can see, they're back into a zone. So now if we want to send the Sam linebacker on a blitz, we're going to flick the right stick to the left. And as you can see, the Sam linebacker is blitzing. The Will is still in coverage. Now, let's say we want to send the Will on a blitz. Now you can see the Will is blitzing and Sam is still in coverage. And like I said, majority of this is self-explanatory, but again, there are a lot of people out there that don't know these things, and that is the purpose for me doing these tutorials. So now let's get into some other options. Let's get into specific quick adjustments. So you're going to use D-pad for that. So you would click right on the D-pad again, and now of the 2 linebackers on the field, they give you the option to pick one of them. So right now in this specific situation, we have X and we have A. We're going to click A for Anthony Hill Jr. So now you see he has his zone options and then he has his standard assignments. And this is just like the secondary video. We could send him on a middle third by flicking the left stick up. We can send him on a middle read by flicking the left stick down. We could send him on a hook curl by flicking the left stick left, or we can send him in a curl flat by flicking the left stick right. To show some of those options, we're going to go ahead and flick the left stick up. And as you can see, he's scheduled to drop back into deep coverage. Now, say we don't want to do that. We'll go ahead and click the directional pad to the right, click Anthony Hill again, and we'll put him on a middle read by flicking the left stick down. Now you see his position changes now. Now he's not covering deep, but he's just covering the middle. So let's say we want him to cover a little closer. Let's put him on a hook curl. And now you see he's covering a shorter range of distance. So now let's check out some other options for Anthony Hill. So now let's check out the right stick options. You have man coverage, you have blitz, you have quarterback spy, and hard flat. So man coverage, just like with secondary, if you flick that right stick up, it'll give you an option of who you want him to guard. Let's say we want to guard the running back. We're going to press right bumper or R1 on PlayStation. And as you can see, now he's in man coverage guarding the running back. Say we don't want him to do that. Say we want him to be a quarterback spy. You're going to flick the right stick to the left. And now he's a quarterback spy. And so on and so forth. And then if you want him to cover the hard flat, flick the right stick to the right, and he's covering a hard flat. And it's just like that. So another new feature they added this year, which I failed to mention this in my secondary video as a new feature, but it is a new feature, is the show blitz feature. And I know what you're thinking, show blitz has always been there. It has. But what's new about it is now you can show blitz for individual positions now, and not just the entire defense. Before, you could show blitz with just the entire defense. Now you can show blitz with the secondary specifically and nobody else, or you can show blitz with the linebacker specifically and nobody else. Now, last video, I showed you how you can show blitz with the secondary. This video, I'll show you what it looks like when it's just the linebacker showing blitz. So if you just want to show blitz for the linebackers, you press right bumper or R1 on PlayStation, and then those linebackers will walk up. But you'll notice nobody else in the rest of the defense will move. They'll stay in their position. Only the linebackers are showing blitz. But just to show you how you can adjust every aspect of it, say we press Y and we want to show blitz with the DBs. Now the DBs will come up. So that's a cool feature that they added in. Before, if you show blitz, you could only show blitz with the entire defense and not individuals specifically. Now you can show blitz with positions specifically. And that's pretty much it. That's going to do it for the linebacker adjustments. There's really no more that needs to be shown. I went through everything for you. So in case you missed anything, I'll break it down again. So first and foremost, let me back out. If you press right on the D-pad, it'll bring up the shift linebacker options with the left stick and the linebacker's assignments with the right stick. For shift linebacker, you have spread, pinch, left, right. With the linebacker assignments, you have zone all, blitz the Sam, blitz the Will. And then if you want to do individual adjustments, you press right again, you press A, and then you have your left stick adjustments and your right stick adjustments. Left stick for zone, you have middle third, you have middle read, hook curl, curl flat. For the assignments, you have man coverage, you have blitz, QB spy, hard flat, and you also have custom zones for those linebackers too. And it's simply the same thing as the secondary. But in any event you missed the secondary video, and I did conveniently leave that out, you simply press left bumper on Xbox or L1 on PlayStation, and you can adjust how far that linebacker covers, just like with the secondary. And that's the new custom zones aspect of defense, which is to counteract the custom stems on offense with the receivers. Lastly, you can show blitz with the linebackers and clear shift. That's going to do it for this quick adjustment video on how to quick adjust your linebacker core. The next video will more than likely be how to make quick adjustments on your entire defensive line. I'll follow that up with making quick adjustments to the entire defense and so on and so forth. I'll also start throwing in my offensive quick adjustments as well. So if you're here for the first time or you're returning, you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab because we will continue to keep rolling in more college football 26 tutorials. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time.